你好，祝你有美好的一天。这就是频道 Celebrity News Today 247。这是今天的新闻。
The data is overtaken, fans lie flat, and Xiao Zhan's influence declines. Recently, the topic of the decline of Xiao Zhan's influence has caused a lot of heated discussions on the internet. Many netizens are discussing, many fans are discussing. I believe many people have noticed this. Sometimes, in some information, when you see the argument that the data is overtaken and the fans lie flat, at first, it didn't really matter, but when it all happened, my own mentality is not as simple as not taking it seriously. What was expected and what actually happened, after all, it is a different stimulation and spiritual shock. Speaking of which, such a change in state of mind, I don't know if it happened to you, but it happened to me. How ignorant I used to be, how sad I am now. About this point, in fact, it is quite like the change of mentality in a relationship. There was once a sincere love in front of me, but I didn't cherish it, and I regretted it when I lost it. The most painful thing in the world is this. This is a classic line from Stephen Chow's movie Journey to the West. Even after so many years have passed, it is still so radiant and reflected repeatedly. The essence of chasing stars is not just chasing this person, but also on his slasher works. Having said that, the reason why many fans have such changes, it was also caused by the super chat check in on a social platform being overtaken. In a word, it's just that the data of some stars is better than that of Xiao Zhan. Of course, everyone has shouted many times before, let everyone pay attention and cheer everyone up, but fans are used to lying flat. No matter how loud you shout, there are also people who pretend to be deaf. After all, you can never wake someone who is pretending to be asleep. It's sad, also helpless. But the bottom line is that the current environment has changed. Since the online internet action, since the major lists have been abandoned, since the general environment no longer advocates the so-called ranking of some data, the ideas of many fans have also returned to the ancient star-chasing process more or less. Actually, this is a good thing. Just imagine, facing the idols of the older generation, Zhou Runhua, Zhou Zingqi, Brigitte Lin, Maggie Cheung, Andy Lau, Tony Leung, Jackie Cheung, Jay Chou and others, but there has never been such data. What everyone pays the most attention to is how many albums are sold, how much is the movie box office and so on. Use the achievements of the work itself to speak, and use the influence of the work itself to speak. At that time, the essence of chasing stars was not just chasing this person, but also in his slasher works. There is no need to have so much mental burden. So, from this perspective, the so-called Xiao Zhan's influence decline on the internet is not so real anymore. Because we all know that the film and television works starring Xiao Zhan are always able to overcome difficulties, it is not a problem to get a record-breaking data. And just from the super chat check in on a social platform was supercharged, it's not fair to talk about fans lying flat and so on. As said in the text, in terms of the achievements of the work itself, use the influence of the work itself to speak. It will always be the way for star artists to gain a foothold in the entertainment industry. It has become a benchmark for evergreen trees. Just ask, such as Zhou Runhua, Zhou Zingqi, Brigitte Lin, Maggie Cheung. The answer is self-evident why Andy Lau, Tony Leung, Jackie Cheung, Jay Chou and others are so famous.